What's going on, guys? I'm Jada Black. Shout out to everyone that's tuning in. I posted a video yesterday of the Will Smith, Chris Rock situation with Will Smith going on stage and smacking him. And I spoke about that. That was like my initial reaction to it. This video, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth into Jada Pinkett and why she was the cause of Will Smith going on stage. Now, Will Smith, and people have pointed this out, had initially laughed at the joke that Chris Rock put out there because Will Smith is a professional and he doesn't allow things to get to him like that. When you are a celebrity, you have to understand this. You're going to be put in a spotlight that's very bright, and people are going to say things about your personal life that you make personal. Nobody cared about Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith's marriage until Jada Pinkett Smith created the Red Table Talk and brought their issues to light. But before then, I don't think people went at Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith at all. They were considered the standard of what especially a black Hollywood couple was. The only reason why people went at Will Smith the way that they went at him is due to the August Alsina situation. That's what people were bringing up on social media. People were bringing up the fact that Will Smith had all this smoke for Chris Rock, but he had none for August Alsina, the guy that had the entanglement with his wife, who now, Will Smith wants to say, well, he said this a couple weeks ago that there was no infidelity in the marriage. And we all know that they wouldn't have had that conversation if there wasn't. If there was no deed that was done to while they were together, then why have that Red Table Talk discussion? But again, this is what happens when you placate to your wife, because that was probably her idea. So let's get into this Decider article where they talk about Jada Pinkett Smith, this Jada Pinkett Smith joke, and being explained and why Will Smith did what he did. For a movie that came out in 97, G.I. Jane is getting a lot of traction today thanks to Chris Rock and Will Smith. When Rock took to the stage at last night's Oscars to announce the winner of Best Documentary, he made a now infamous joke about Jada Pinkett, who sports a shaved head, saying, "Jada, can't wait for G.I. Jane 2. Will Smith approached the stage and slapped Rock for the joke, but in addition to being the most talked about moment of the night, it's also had many people wondering what the meaning of the G.I. Jane joke is. Now, there could have been different meanings. Some people said that it's because she has a shaved head, but others said that he was trying to make fun of people with alopecia. I don't necessarily agree with that. I can't go that far. I can't go that far as to say that he did this joke to make fun of people with alopecia, because then he would have said it. You have people like, ex-NBA player Charlie Villanueva saying that he stand Will and Jada for the alopecia joke. Chris Rock never mentioned alopecia, so I can't go that far. I would say that he was saying that because of her shaved head, right? But again, we don't know what was in Chris Rock's mindset at the time. I don't know if these jokes were written for him or he wrote his own jokes, but I mean, it was kind of lame. It was kind of lame, It was like a low energy joke. Demi Moore starred in the Ridley Scott film G.I. Jane, where she starred as a woman named Jordan O'Neill who enters a newly created, physically rigorous Navy SEAL program. Moore famously trained for months to endure the physical feats required for the film, and she shaved her head for the part. Jada Pinkett Smith was not in G.I. Jane. In 97, she was busy filming Scream 2 and lending her voice to the animated film Princess Mononoke. When Chris Rock joked Jada can't wait for G.I. Jane 2, it was purely a reference to her shaved hairstyle, which was similar to that of Demi Moore in the original film. In comedy, if a woman is bald, the jokes and the references range from G.I. Jane to Sinead O'Connor, and that's literally it. Bald women are often targets of mockery for I don't know what reason, but Rock seemed pleased with his joke before Smith apprehended him on stage, saying that was a nice one, but Pinkett Smith seemed displeased for being singled out, mostly likely because her choice of hairstyle was due to her battle with the autoimmune disease alopecia, which causes hair loss. My own hot take is that it also just feels outdated. It's been 25 years since G.I. Jane. Why is this a joke? Why now? Well, I'll say this though. Why not bring up Black Panther? You know, the female bodyguards, the Dora Milaje, right? Why not bring them up? Now, let's also look at the fact that there was already some bad blood between them. There was, Chris said some things a couple years back when she wanted to boycott the award show because black people were not being represented. And he, I believe, made a joke about that. Check out this article here. Bad blood between Chris Rock and Will Smith flowed long before the King Richard star took a swing at the 2022 Oscars. In 2016, the stand-up comic hosted the Academy Awards, where both Smith and his wife Jada Pinkett were the butts of some pointed barbs. Rock made fun of Pinkett's public avowal to the boycott the show after another year of all-white acting nominees. Jada says she's not coming. I was like, isn't she on a TV show? Jada gonna boycott the Oscars? Jada boycotting the Oscars is like me boycotting Rihanna's panties. I wasn't invited, he quipped at the time. Rock also poked fun at Smith, whose name had been bandied about as a possible Oscar nominee for his role on the film Concussion. Will was not nominated for Concussion. I get it. You get mad. It's not fair that Will was this good and didn't get nominated. You're right. He said it's also not fair that Will was paid $20 million for Wild Wild West. A lot of people didn't like that film, but you know, when the Girls Trip star was asked about the jokes, she seemed to take them in stride. It comes to the territory, sweetheart, she told X17 1 week after the 2016 Oscars. Hey, look, it comes to territory, but we gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. We gotta keep it moving. There's a lot of stuff we gotta handle. A lot of stuff in our world right now. We gotta keep it moving. And when Smith was asked about it while filming in New York, he simply responded with a smile and peace sign. But it seems that perhaps the couple did not move on from Rock's comments. When the Saturday Night Live alum, who's 57, took to the stage at this year's Oscars, he said, Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. Which caused 50-year-old Pinkett, who suffers from alopecia and has a shaved head, to roll her eyes. G.I. Jane is a 1997 movie starring a bald Demi Moore. Initially, Smith laughed, but then he marched on stage and took a swing at a shocked Rock. The audio was censored and lip readers parsed that a furious Smith shouted, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Rock tried to defend the joke, but the newly minted Oscar winner was not having it and kept screaming, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. That's the greatest night in the history of television, Rock sagely noted. It didn't seem, I think that 2016 thing really bothered him, because you got to understand with these Hollywood couples, a lot of these people, they internalize a lot of things as far as their marriages is concerned. I think Will Smith, the Red Table Talk situation, they put a lot of their business out there and they didn't get the response they thought. And I think they've been holding that in ever since. I think Jada has held it in, and I think Will Smith has held it in. This is why we've seen him, speak about his past and his family, his mother, his father, his emotions, his weight gain. Like, he's put a lot of himself out there. And I said it in my video last night. I said, you know what? I don't think Will Smith cares anymore. Now, you still got people that are saying this is fake. I mean, whatever. You can believe whatever you want to believe, but They are actively trying to cancel Will Smith. There's a lot of people that turned on Will Smith. So if this was a skit or a stunt, it didn't work out in his favor, because yes, there are people that are supporting him, but they would have supported him anyway. You have people that are actively trying to cancel him, and they want him to be brought up on charges. That's very far to go for a skit. I mean, he basically damaged his own reputation. Why would you do that just for a skit? It could have been calculating, but that doesn't make him look good or Chris look good. Because there could be a situation where somebody doesn't like the joke of a comedian, they could hop on stage and do what Will Smith did. This does not set the best precedent. So, I mean, people are going to believe that it's fake. I'm not really in that category, but I do think it has a lot to do with the fact that Jada got sick and tired of being talked about and joked about, and she wanted Will Smith to do something about it, because initially he laughed at the joke, but when he saw his wife's reaction, in that moment, he felt like he had to do something. And I just feel like we as men are supposed to be logical. In that moment, Will Smith was not logical. In that moment, he wanted to appease his wife. He wanted to appease his wife so much he was willing to put his own reputation on the line. Because if you look at the reactions, I've seen a whole lot of blue check marks talking about canceling Will Smith. He needs to be brought up on charges. He's violent. Why would he do this? And these were people that supported him. Or maybe they didn't, who knows? But this is a long way to go to basically muddy your own reputation. Personally, I wouldn't have done that. There are better ways to, if it was a skit, they could have done something different. He could have walked on stage, grabbed the mic or whatnot and say, hey, stop talking about my wife, just like he did when he sat back down. He didn't have to put hands on him to prove that point. You know what I'm saying? But he did. You know why? Because he was caught up in the emotion. And if you go into the description box of my previous video, you're going to see the slowed down version of the video where he did connect. So it wasn't like he connected. But people are going to believe what they believe. This guy damaged his own reputation to prove something to his wife. They are talking about stripping away his Oscar. So let us know in the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. Like this video and share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I will see y'all in the next video.